And we're live. Hello and welcome to another live stream on Learn BI Online with me, Adam Finer, helping you do more with data. Thanks for being here today. Today is a kind of a special live stream because on Friday, 2 days ago, I launched a brand new program that I've been working on and formulating for a fairly long time. On Friday, I finally launched it. It's the BI Career Starter Program. So I posted a video on Friday, which explained what the program was about, the kind of things you learn, why it's so unique, that kind of thing. But I thought it would be quite useful to have a live stream to see if you have seen that video and you still had questions and you wanted to ask me anything about the program, then we could just do a live stream and you could put your questions to me here. So that's the whole idea behind this live stream today. I'm not sure how many of you there'll be on this Sunday. Don't know what the weather's like where you are, but here it's pretty nice. So I'm sure lots of people will be outside. But I thought it'd be a good idea to do this. And, perhaps if people ask for another live stream after this, I'll do another one. But I thought I'd give you the opportunity. And also there are some people who may not have seen that video I posted on Friday. So I thought, perhaps I'll just do another one here and explain briefly what it is. So I've got a few slides to show you. It's just a few minutes of slides. And then after that, I will answer any questions that you may have. Let me know where you're watching from in the comments and the chat as well. Say hi. Thanks for being here. Just a few slides and then I will get onto your questions. So just make sure you put them in the chat, and then once I finish the slides, I can get onto your questions. Okay, that's how we do it. Okay, so the BI Career Starter Program. It's, as I said, it's something that I've been working on for a fairly long time now. And really, the reason is because I feel that there's a real need, a real hole in the market for this kind of program that is, kind of focused on BI analysts. So what is that exactly is the BI Career Starter Program? Well, it's a 12-week program designed to teach you everything you need to know and to prepare you for a career as a BI analyst. Okay, that's its focus, its goal. No prior experience needed. You don't have to have any kind of technical skills to take this program. I'll teach everything that you need to know from the ground up. Okay, so that's important to understand so that you don't get put off. No prior experience necessary. And as I said, it's focused on business intelligence, and this is where I believe it sort of makes the difference for this program, as opposed to the other kind of courses that you can do, like the Google Professional Analytics certificate and things like that. Those are all basically focused on generalized analytics and data analysis, learning data analysis skills. Whereas business intelligence is actually its own thing, and it requires specific skills. Okay, it's focused on business data, and the kind of end product of the business intelligence process is delivering to stakeholders the interactive dashboards that are connected to live or regularly updated data for people for the stakeholders to monitor the business performance and make data-driven decisions to help a business grow and evolve. So that's kind of the focus of business intelligence, and I believe that there was a kind of gap in the market for this kind of program that focused on becoming a BI analyst. Okay, so that's what kind of sets this apart from other things. And it's fully accompanied and assessed. So basically, I am there every step of the way. And again, this is how it differs from other kind of courses, online courses, is that you won't get access to all of the course content straight away. Each week is going to focus on a specific aspect, a specific tool or skill or whatever it might be. And I will release each week some video content. It'll be between 2 to 5 hours worth of video content that you'll need to watch and consume. And then there'll be an assignment, a weekly assignment, which will vary in sort of complexity based on the kind of subject matter. So there'll be an assignment that you'll need to submit, and I will assess that personally. I'll mark it, make sure that you've understood the content and the concepts and all the rest of it, and that you are, that you can move on to the next stage if you like. And also another thing is that every single week there will be live sessions, a bit like this, where you can, I think we'll probably use Zoom, but it will be very interactive, where you can ask me questions and I'll answer any questions you might have about the week's content. Yeah, just to help you make sure that you're getting the support you need to, get through the course and make it a success for you. So that is really where the difference is. I mean, you're 12 weeks, 2 hours a week, that's 24 hours worth of online help that you're going to get with this, alongside the 2 to 5 hours worth of content every single week. Okay, so that is kind of where it differs from other kinds of courses. And it's limited to 30 students per cycle because of the amount of time that I'm going to be investing. Okay. So what are you going to learn? You will learn, first of all, Excel, everything you need in Excel. You'll learn everything that you need to know in terms of SQL. So with Excel and SQL, it's all about preparing data for analysis, and that can be things like just properly structuring data, cleaning data, writing queries, SQL queries to create views of a database by joining tables. Everything that you're going to need as a BI analyst, I will teach you in Excel and SQL. And here's a really good thing is that I'm not going to teach you just one BI tool. I'm going to teach you 3 of the most popular BI tools on the market, which will cover kind of 80% of all of the requirements that you'll need. There are other tools like Click, but these 3 here are going to basically cover most of the bases for you and what most employers will probably be using. So those are Power BI, Tableau, and Looker Studio. Okay, so what you will actually do is you will build 3 BI analyst projects. So these are projects that are focused on business intelligence. Okay, so, and they're based on real scenarios and real projects that I've worked on myself. So you're going to build 3 separate projects, 1 in each of the tools. Okay, so once you've done that, you'll add them to your unique project portfolio. So that's going to be kind of the last step of the program, is that you will get these 3, you'll put these 3 projects that you've built into a portfolio that you can share with potential employers. So it'll contain the 3 projects, it'll contain kind of your BI analyst resume. I'll teach you everything that you're going to need to put into this project portfolio so that you can land a job. And it's sticking with the kind of BI focus that I was talking about earlier. A lot of project portfolios that most people will have are going to be not necessarily, the projects I mean, are not necessarily going to be related to business intelligence. So for example, let's imagine that you have a portfolio with 3 BI projects in there, which you've built these 3 projects in 3 separate BI tools based on real business data and real business scenarios. So you've got this project portfolio, and on the other hand, you've got someone else who comes along with a kind of data analyst portfolio, who has built a static report using an Excel file that works with population statistics and things like that. Who do you think the employer looking for a BI analyst is going to prefer? You get the idea. So that's why this program is really BI focused and landing you that job as a BI analyst. So how much time will you need to invest? Well, I kind of touched on this already. There's going to be 2 to 5 hours of video tutorials and content per week. There's going to be weekly live sessions of up to 2 hours. So basically up to 60 hours of content in total. There'll be an assignment, to complete every week. The time required will vary depending on the subject matter. And how long do you have to complete the program? You'll have 3 months from the end of the 12 weeks to submit all of the assignments. It should be again for evaluation. Okay, so once you've finished all of the assignments from the 12 weeks, you'll end up with an assessment score. Okay, and you'll need to have completed all of the assignments in order to be a certified BI analyst from the BI Career Starter program. Okay. How much does it cost? So the 12-week program, what I've just explained, is €1497, which is about $1,600 or £1,300 for the 12 weeks, which, you know, as I said, you've got 60 hours worth of content. You've got me to help you every step of the way. So it's kind of great value for money. To be honest, I'm not sure it's going to stay at this price. This is going to be the first cycle. Oh, it's going to launch, by the way, I forgot to mention, it's going to launch on the 4th of September this year. So you've got kind of like you've got a few months to prepare yourself for this. So that's the price for now. It may vary depending on when you're watching this live stream. It may have increased depending on, you know, how it goes. But you can actually reserve your spot now. I'm taking reservations, if you like, for just a 15% deposit of €225. So 15% of whatever, $1,630, or what is it, £1,400. So yeah, if you want to reserve, there are only 30 spots available. And if you want to reserve your space, you can pay a 15% deposit now, with the balance, the 85% balance, payable before the program starts in September. So that is, those are the slides. Oh no, this is just a quick statistic that I thought would, you know, put into perspective the cost of the program. I know it's not cheap, but as I said, it's not your average online course. This is a fully accompanied, fully assessed program. According to Glassdoor, the average salary for a BI analyst in the US is over $87,000 a year. So €1,400, €1,500, $1,600. It kind of is a, depending on well, in relation to this figure, isn't actually all that much. Okay, so do you have any questions? There are only a couple that have come in. As I said, I think a lot of people are probably out enjoying the weather on this fine Sunday, but let's see what we've got. Do you have any connections and refer? Let me just put it back to this. Do you have any connections and referrals for getting a job after the course completion? Well, no, I mean, no. You can join the program from anywhere. I can't have, you know, connections everywhere, but no, I don't. But what this program is really designed to do is to teach you everything you need to know to land yourself a BI analyst role, an entry-level BI analyst role. And it's going to basically position you for success. As I was giving you that example earlier about, you know, this person's portfolio versus your potential portfolio at the end of the program, you are going to be what the potential employers are looking for. Okay, the work that you're going to present in your particular portfolio, it's going to be designed to land you this job. Plus, you're going to know what the potential employer is going to be talking about, because you're going to learn all about the concepts, what the job of a BI analyst entails, what your role is, what your jobs are, your skill set that you need is, etc. It's all BI focused. So, employer looking for a BI analyst will favor you because you'll know what they're talking about and you'll be talking the same language as them. And not only that, you'll have a portfolio which is focused on business intelligence projects that I've worked on myself. Well, not the actual projects, but they are sort of developed from these real projects that I worked on myself. Okay, and I think you're the same again. Do you provide referrals or connections for getting a job after the? Isn't that the same one you just asked? So I guess that answers that question. So does anybody else have any more questions? Okay, what professional certification will one need to write after the completion of this program? Well, you'll be certified BI analyst from Learn BI Online. Yeah, basically you'll be certified as a certified BI analyst according to the BI Career Starter Program and Learn BI Online. So I'm a BI professional. I've been working with data for over 25 years. I'll just give you talk a bit about my career. So yeah, working with data for over 25 years, started in market research, and I've been working in business intelligence since 2010. And during that time, I started with a startup in France, which is where I live now, who built a cloud BI tool. It was really innovative for its time. And I became an expert with this BI tool. And my job was basically started as a solutions consultant. So anyone who took a trial or who got a subscription to this particular BI tool, I was their go-to person to solve their problems and also to build their BI projects for them, which is why over the years that I was working there and the number of clients that I interacted with and the kind of projects that they were looking to work on, the data sources they were working on, basically I got to see hundreds of businesses working in a BI scenario with business projects, etc., business intelligence projects. So that's kind of where I get my experience from, and that gives me the kind of unique insight, because I wasn't just working for one company or two companies whereby we had a specific kind of specific data sources and we were doing specific projects. I got to see hundreds of projects from hundreds of different clients to understand what the skills and tools necessary to fulfill BI project requirements, what you needed to have. Okay, so that's kind of my background and why I am qualified to teach this more than pretty much anyone else who's just worked for a few companies. I also worked for Zendesk. I was an analytics training manager at Zendesk in San Francisco as well. And I actually left there to set up on my own. Okay, what next? So will you assist even after the completion until a student finds a job? Well, I can't be available. Well, of course I'm available. And as I said, you've got 3 months until after the end of the program to submit any assignments that you didn't have time to make. But if you need any help and advice after the program is finished, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I will. But you're going to get kind of an assessment score from the program. So you'll that will help as well. But yeah, I'm going to be there to help you along the way, indefinitely. Yeah, like I said, I could, to be honest with you, I could have gone down the route of just creating the content and then putting it out there as a course, and not really care whether you finish it or not, because you pay for the course and thank you very much, I'll pocket the money and what have you. No, I could have gone down that route, but that's not who I am. I am a professional, and I want to make other BI professionals, if you like, which is why I've gone for this kind of really kind of traditional route, if you like. But yeah, to answer your question, I'm not going to leave you hanging. That's what I will be around to give you help and advice for finding a job. Perhaps if you find a job listing and there's something you're not sure about, what they're talking about, you can obviously shoot me an email and I can help you. No problem at all. I'm not going to leave you hanging. Mr. Leisure, the course that you have is still good to get a BI job, right? Which course are you referring to? You're talking about this program here? As I said, perhaps you weren't here to start with, but everything that I'm going to teach you everything that you need to land yourself an entry-level job as a BI analyst. I'm going to position you to land that job ahead of everybody else that's going for that job, because you will have learned everything you need to know. You will understand the role of a BI analyst. You'll learn from somebody who has years and years of experience and who has a really unique insight into how businesses use BI. Yes, the whole point of this course is to help you land that job. Okay. So if you have to choose between Tableau and Power BI, which one is more flexible and demanding or rewarding in the present market? If companies are, for example, if their infrastructure is they're using things like SQL Server, that's Microsoft SQL Server, they more than likely using Power BI because that's Microsoft and it kind of links in with the Microsoft ecosystem. But Power BI, to be honest with you, Tableau has been around for longer than Power BI has. Power BI, I don't know exactly how long it's been around, but when I started in 2010, Tableau was the industry standard and the industry leader. I'm not sure how long it had been around for in 2010, but it was the kind of the competitor who we were competing against. And Tableau was purely offline at that point, and we created an online, a fully cloud-based BI tool. But anyway, going back to your point, Power BI and Tableau, Tableau was the industry standard, and Power BI is kind of going up and taking market share from Tableau. Depends how old the business is. Perhaps they started with Tableau a long time ago, so people might have had that for a really long time. But which one is more flexible and demanding or rewarding in the present market? I'm not really sure what the that criteria stipulates, but both are very useful. I'm going to teach you during this program to use both of them, okay, as well as Looker Studio. Looker Studio is important as well because it's part of the Google ecosystem, and lots and lots of companies are in the Google ecosystem, either by using Google Workspace, but they use Google Analytics, they might use Google Ads, etc. So you see, Looker Studio is a really good one to learn as well. And Looker Studio is going to become increasingly more widely used because now that it's turning more professional than it was before, it's going to, I believe, take up more market share. They're going to add more and more functionality that competes with the likes of Power BI and Tableau. So yeah, you're going to learn those 3 different tools, and you'll build 3 separate projects with these 3 separate tools. So any employer who's looking at your project portfolio, if they're using Looker Studio, Power BI, or Tableau, you will have built a project in that particular tool. So that's why I say you're covering perhaps 80% of the bases that you'll need to cover for 80% of the businesses who are looking for a BI analyst. Okay, so that's my answer to that one. Mr. Leisure, good morning, everyone. Good vibes. Good morning to you, Mr. Leisure. Thanks for the good vibes. So what are the BI tools to learn? Well, the 3 I just mentioned there. The BI tools that you'll learn in this program are the Power BI, Tableau, and Looker Studio. As I talked earlier about Click is quite widely used as well. It's quite popular, but not as popular as the ones that I have mentioned. Mendopoai, thanks for the content. You're more than welcome. Thanks for being here. Now, have you worked on PeopleSoft? No, tell me, what is PeopleSoft? I'm interested. Mr. Leisure, the course that I was referring to was the Ultimate Looker Studio. That is going to be part of that's going to be included in the program. So you will get access to that full course throughout the program. And that is what you're going to use to learn how to use Looker Studio. And then once you've consumed that and you've learned how to use Looker Studio, we'll build a project that's not included in that online course. It's going to be a brand new project, a really good project. So you're going to access to that Ultimate Looker Studio course, and we'll build a project with Looker Studio using other data that's not in the course. Okay, I think that those are all the questions that we've got for now. Perhaps you have more. Maybe I'll just wait for a minute or 2 to see if you've got any other questions. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves. PeopleSoft. Okay, PeopleSoft is an ERP of Oracle, like Workday or Salesforce. Okay, so if it's an ERP of Oracle, it'll probably have that's a tool. Behind the tool, you have the back office or the back end. The back end is built on things like SQL Server, AWS, what have you. Well, this is Oracle, so it'll be built on Oracle infrastructure. But the data behind any ERP is going to be in a relational database more often than not. So by learning SQL, you will be able to work with something like PeopleSoft because the data behind it is in a SQL relational database or data warehouse. So I haven't worked with it, but if you take this program, you will be able to work with most ERPs, because if you think about it, I think people get quite hung up with specific tools. Have you worked with this? Have you worked with that? Is this better than this one? As a BI analyst, you don't actually care. And I'll explain why. So an ERP is an ERP is an ERP. Okay. As a BI analyst, what you're concerned about are the metrics and dimensions of a data source. Okay. What are the key metrics and dimensions of an ERP? Okay. Once you know these kinds of things, you can work with any ERP, because what you're going to do when you use a BI tool is you're going to connect to the data that is collected by the ERP. That's going to be connected in a relational database. So in order to work with this ERP, you need to be able to know SQL, because if you want to create a view of a database or a view of the data of this ERP, it's going to be in a SQL database. So you're going to need to know SQL to create a view, join tables, clean the data if necessary, all that kind of thing. So yeah, to repeat, I think people get hung up with specific tools while not understanding that most data collected in our world today, is collected in SQL databases. Okay, that's where the data is connected. And what you're looking at when you're working with a tool is just the front end. When you input something into the front end, it gets put into a table, in a row in a table of the database, and it's a SQL database. So that's kind of, yeah, I haven't worked with PeopleSoft, but hopefully that will answer that one. So where are we? Okay, how much is the program in Great British pounds? Let me go back. £1,300. As I said, it's probably not going to stay that cheap. I mean, it may sound expensive, but it really isn't. It's a 12-week fully accompanied program with 2-hour live streams every week, access to me. So yeah, £1,300. So it's just over £100 a week, which really is nothing considering my hourly rate is about £100 an hour. So you get the picture. £100 an hour, do 24 hours worth of live streams. That's 2,400. But that's what I would normally charge for those live streams. But that's why I say that's probably not going to stay at this price. It's probably going to go up. But yeah. This is what it is for now. So make sure that you reserve your spot. It's a €225, whatever that will be in pounds, I'm not sure. £180. No, not £180. Anyway, you can work it out. 15% of the 1,300 is what it's going to cost to reserve your spot. Okay, and we're starting on the 4th of September. And there are only 30 spaces on the course, so they might fill up quickly, or people might wait till nearer the time. But I thought, because it's not your average program and it's perhaps more expensive than just your average online course, because it's not an online course, people might need time to perhaps get the money together to pay for the full program. So that's why I'm announcing it now, a few months before the actual date, to give you the opportunity to perhaps, if you really do want to book your place on this program, you can do so now for just a 15% deposit. That's kind of thinking behind it. So I also wanted to let you know that I am not very good as a coder. So is BI Analyst for me? Yes. Yeah. There isn't, it depends what you believe coding to be. When you're writing SQL queries, you're kind of coding, but I don't really consider that, I don't really consider that coding. And it's not what you kind of envision when you think about coding. You think about really technical things and loads of screens and what have you. It's not that at all. Writing SQL queries is all about working out where the data is you need, and writing some queries to get that data from where it is into a format, into a structure that you need. So no, there is no coding. the main skills you're going to learn are Excel, SQL, and BI tools. Okay, but what you're also going to learn, and this is something I haven't actually mentioned so far, is that you're going to learn about the most common, you're going to learn to work with the most common data sources that businesses use. Okay, things like Google Analytics. You're going to learn Google Analytics and web analytics. Not everybody uses Google Analytics, probably 90% of companies do, but you're going to learn about web analytics, which is really business focused. Okay, there's no coding in that. You're going to learn about paid advertising. Most companies will do some form of paid advertising, whether it's through Google ads, Facebook ads, LinkedIn ads, Instagram ads. You're going to learn about the data that's collected for these different paid advertising platforms and how to work with them, so that when you eventually get to an interview for a BI analyst and they talk to you about metrics and dimensions that are used in web analytics or paid advertising, you're going to know what they're talking about and you're going to be able to answer them. Okay, whereas somebody who's focused their attentions on building static reports out of Excel isn't going to know what they're talking about. So, because that's what I was talking about earlier about the population statistics static report versus the interactive BI business focused dashboard. Yeah, basically. So anyway, as a roundabout way of answering your question, there is not really much coding. SQL is the coding that you're going to be wanting to know about, and it's more about writing queries. As I said, I don't really consider it to be coding in a way. It's more like learning a language and learning how to use that language. Okay. So the Looker Studio course just helps you with how to work with the data. The Looker Studio course is going to teach you the ins and outs of Looker Studio. So you will basically learn how to use Looker Studio to build interactive dashboards. That's what your potential BI analyst, a company looking for a BI analyst, is going to want, somebody who works with BI tools. So it doesn't help, not just that, no. What else have we got? I would like to inquire if there is any possibility of starting the course in late May or June rather than September. Well, this is the first cycle, okay? So it's a 12-week program, and the first cycle of 12 weeks will start in September. And depending on how it goes, I will almost definitely start one. I'll probably do 2 to 3 a year. So there'll be like 3 months of the year where there isn't this program going on. So yes, it's possible that I'm not sure yet. So this is going to be sort of September, October, November. So you'll kind of finish at the beginning of December. And then probably start another one in February, March, that kind of thing. But perhaps I'll do a poll to see when people would prefer to start. But September is kind of the traditional start of the educational year, so that's why I chose September. But also, as I said, to give you time if you want to save up for this, to invest in it like that. So people just jump looking at data science or data analytics or business analyst without understanding how vast and deep it would be working with data. How would you address this concern? I'm not really sure that's a concern. People jump looking at data. Business intelligence isn't data science, for a start. Data science is completely different to business intelligence. Data analytics, there's more crossover with data analytics, which I believe is really kind of vague. But there's more crossover with data analytics and business intelligence than there is with business intelligence and data science. And how vast and deep it would be working with data. Well, this is a BI focused program. This isn't a data analytics program or a data science program. This is a business intelligence program. Businesses all over the world, and increasingly more and more businesses, are waking up to the fact that they need to harness the potential of their data and invest in business intelligence. So this program is designed to produce BI analysts. not data scientists, not data analysts, not business analysts, business intelligence analysts. It's its own specific field, and this is what you will learn during the program. Okay, I will turn you into a BI analyst. Okay. No Python required. No, this question gets asked every single time. No, there is no Python required. Python is a tool used in data science and in data analytics as well sometimes, but mostly for data science. And as I was just explaining, business intelligence is not data science. Okay, so no. And I'll sort of explain why. There is a video on my channel which is, do you need Python for business intelligence? And I go into this, but the end product of business intelligence is dashboards. Okay, that is what business intelligence is all about. They're dashboards with constantly updating or regularly updating data, so businesses can monitor the performance of their business. And I think where people get confused is the word intelligence in business intelligence. Intelligence in business intelligence isn't about being intelligent, being clever. It's think CIA instead, Central Intelligence Agency. It's that intelligence. It's not the I'm very, very clever intelligence. It's intelligence that's gathered by a monitoring and listening to, in the CIA's case, foreign countries, governments, what have you. They gather intelligence by monitoring and listening to what's going on, perhaps illegally sometimes, I don't know, no comment. But business intelligence is the same kind of thing, but focused at business. So business intelligence is about building dashboards that monitors your business data, okay, to help gain intelligence through the monitoring and listening to help you make smarter data-driven decisions. I think a lot of people think of business intelligence, as I was saying, as making your business clever. It's not. It's about gathering intelligence about your business and then making decisions based on that intelligence. Okay, Mr. Leisure says, thank you for the content, sir. It is an absolute pleasure. So that was the last comment and question that I've got so far. Perhaps you have any more? Anyway, if you want any information, perhaps after this is finished, perhaps there's something you think of that you forgot to ask, just send me an email, adam@vitaminbi.com, and I will answer any questions that you might have. Just to finish up, I'm really, really excited about this program. I'm really focused on, it's kind of like my mission now. I'm going to develop and create business intelligence analysts, because the market is crying out for that. And I think other courses are so focused on analytics and general analytics, not necessarily business intelligence and analysis, because as I was just saying, it is its own thing, okay, that is separate. So can you also provide free resources from where we can learn it step by step? Well, the free resources that you're referring to are the 60 odd videos that I've got on YouTube. So yes, there are tens of hours of free content on my YouTube channel that will definitely help you land a BI analyst job. Most of my content is tutorials, so if you watch all of the videos on my channel, you'll be much better prepared for applying for jobs as a BI analyst. So those are the free resources that you get. But otherwise, no, not as related to. One thing I am thinking about, and perhaps you could tell me in the comments whether you think this is a good idea. I'm thinking about, because there are going to be 12 weeks and 12 kind of modules, if you like, I was thinking about perhaps making them available individually on the website. So perhaps if you're already quite an expert at Excel, you wouldn't need to do the Excel module, etc. So just put them separately, the 12 modules separately, make them available for purchase on the website. The only sort of reason I'm thinking of not doing that is because I want to be the person who assesses the quality of the BI analyst that the program is producing. Okay, I need to make, because my reputation is kind of on the line here. So if you put on, if you sort of say I'm certified BI analyst for the BI Career Starter program, but you produce a portfolio that is terrible and you don't know what you're talking about, that reflects badly on me and makes me look bad, which is why I want to be there to make sure that you are being assessed and that you have understood and that you know what you're doing, and that by the end of it you're going to be confident enough to get the job that you're looking for. Okay, so what do you think? Do you think would that be an approach that you would prefer, whereby I would release the individual modules? The only difference is I'm not sure I would offer a certification for that. You would just be welcome to pay for whatever module you wanted to learn, but you wouldn't be eligible for the final certificate because I won't have assessed you. So that's kind of the thing that I'm thinking about. So if you think that's a good idea, let me know. Yes, sir, will be good. Hang on, here we go. Can I start the course in May, June? Next available course starting early. Did I do that one earlier? Yes, I did indeed. Yes, it will be good. Okay, good. All right. Well, it's something that I'm definitely going to consider. Yeah, definitely something I would consider. I mean, as I said, I was saying earlier, I could have just gone down that route and posted it all as an online course, given you kind of multiple choice quizzes throughout the course, maybe giving you some simple assignments to do that I could have given the solution to in videos. But with that, I could probably make tons more money doing it that way than doing it this way, because this is limited to 30 students. So I can't earn any more than that. But as I said, this is my reputation, and this is the way I believe it should be done. Just because you pay for an online course and that you watch everything, that doesn't mean that you've understood everything and that at the end of it that you know what you're talking about. Whereas with this program, by the time you've finished, you'll know what you're talking about, you'll understand perfectly your role as a BI analyst, and you'll even be able to go into employers a new job and suggest things and suggest ways that they can improve the way that they analyze them and monitor their data. You see, that's kind of the aim for this program, is turning you into a BI analyst who knows their job, their role, the data that you're going to be working with in advance. You're going to know the BI tools that you're going to be asked to work with already. You're going to be set up and ready to go and hit the ground running when you get that job. All right. So some Sundays are worth sacrificing. Glad I've signed in and I have a clarity which way I have to head into. Fantastic. That's really good to know. Thank you for that feedback. I spend most of my time creating free content for YouTube. And I love teaching. I love sharing my knowledge and, producing this kind of content to help promote business intelligence and help people understand about its role and what its position is really in terms of the whole data ecosystem. So thanks for the feedback. I'm just hearing about this and get interested. Just a heads up. And I have one other person as well. Fantastic. That's good to know. Very interested. Excellent. So I think I actually forgot to put the link into the description of this live stream, which means you've got no way of going there. Let me find that for you. Let me find it. 1 second. let me just get the link for you, and I'll put it into the what's it called? The slides. That would be fairly helpful, I'm sure. So let's go into here. Let's duplicate that. There you go. That is the link. Let's make that a nice white color. Oh, the whole thing a nice white color. And then make it a bit bigger. Where are you? So I've created learnbi.academy/courses/bi-analyst-career-starter. Okay, that is your the link to the course page, and that is where you will find the. In fact, let me just let me go to that. Can you? Oh no, you can't see it now, can you? Hang on, let's share. There you go. Boom. Okay, so this is the page. This is the video I posted on Friday, which gives you a lot more information about the course. So this is all about how unique it is. You've got lots of buttons on this page that will take you through to reserving your seat. Let me just click on that. So that'll take you through to this page where you can pay your deposit, and it explains about that the balance will be due before the program starts on the 4th of September. You've got loads of different ways to pay, card. What else have we got? That's for France. That's a direct debit. There is no PayPal option. So there you go. This is how you would go ahead and book your spot. As I said, there are only 30 spots. Okay. So where were we? I think we've got another comment. Can you provide individual training sessions? What kind of training sessions are you referring to? I mean, in short, of course I could do that, but yeah, I mean, if I have a Calendly page, you can book a consulting call with me. I can't remember where I am. Am I there? Where is my? Here we are. You can book a call, 60-minute call. You can book a 60-minute consulting call with me, if that's what you are referring to. So as I said, yeah, this is kind of like my hourly rate. And if you think about it, what, 1,500 euros, that's like 10, 11, 12 hours. But you're getting 24 hours worth of live sessions with me. Agreed, there'll be 30 of you. But that's why it's going to be 2 hours long to cover all of the questions. No, hang on a sec. No, you're not. Here we go. That's what I was looking at. So that's the consulting call. Okay. So going back to this. So yeah, this is the page. So this is basically the sales page. Yeah, the start, the 4th of September, 2023. The price here, and this is what I was talking about earlier. The average business intelligence analyst makes $87,402 per year. That's the average. Okay. So 1,500 euros or $1,600. It's not actually all that much. Oh yeah, this is the other thing that I completely forgot to mention. You could get it for free. And this is where I'm really kind of putting my money where my mouth is. Because the one student with the highest assessment score after the 12 weeks, who've submitted all the assignments. They've done the best. They have the best assignment overall global assignment assessment score at the end of the 12 weeks. I will give you your money back. Okay, may sound a bit crazy. You'll get 100% of your enrollment fee refunded if you are the best of the best amongst the 30 students. Okay, so that's me putting my money where my mouth is. Your success is my success, I say. So that is why I want you to succeed. I'm not doing this just to sit back and rake in cash from a simple online course. No, I'm doing this because I kind of feel it's my mission to produce and teach BI analysts to do the job of a BI analyst. Okay. Okay, so I mean teaching this course to start now instead of September? No. This is the way I've decided to do this is a 12-week program. Okay, and it's going to be 30 students in each cycle working together. There's going to be a Facebook group or maybe a Discord where everyone can chat together and learn together. It's going to be like a class. It's not your average online. This is a class that you're going to take together with 29 other people. Okay, so no, it's not something that I'm going to just teach. And if I was to teach this one-on-one, it would cost a lot more than 1,400. You'd be timesing that by 10 or 20 even. Okay, so that's not something that I've decided to do this 12-week module-based program. Okay, I think we're going to wrap up soon, unless anyone's got any last questions that you'd like to ask. There we go. So thanks for watching. I hope you got all the answers that you needed. Oh, someone just dropped in to say thank you. I had a small bit of previous experience and had to build a complex dashboard. I'm a program manager. My first day on the job. Your material helped. Thank you very much for mentioning that, Casey. I actually get quite a lot of people saying that they landed a job because they watched a few of my videos online, and that gives me a huge buzz because that's essentially why I do it. So to hear comments like that is really, really makes me feel good. So thank you for that feedback, Casey. When do you start? It's September the 4th is when you start. Can you attach a link to the chat on questionnaire section where you can show the complete path and the journey of BI analyst, like a slide or something? Chat on questionnaire section. The complete path and journey of the BI analyst. Well, let me. I'll kind of break it down. I'll kind of break down to you the 12 modules. Let me do this before we sign off. But if you think about it, you're going to be learning 3 different BI tools. So that's 3 weeks, and you're going to be building 3 different projects in those 3 weeks. You've got Excel, and you've got SQL. That's an extra 2 weeks. You're going to build your portfolio. That's an extra week. You're going to learn, well, to start with, you're going to be learning about all well, it's a kind of an introduction, not only to the course, but also to all of the concepts you're going to need to understand. So concepts behind data, behind business intelligence, how to work with data, and also, fundamentals of data. And then there's a week on Excel. So that kind of adds up to 12. That is that wasn't in order, by the way. That was just explaining what the 12 weeks were. So can you take a consultation now after this chat? No, sorry, I can't. I'll explain to you why. Because I'm a Arsenal addict, an Arsenal fan, and they're playing at they're playing in about 35 minutes time against Newcastle. So I need to be in front of that. But if you like, you can send me an email at adam@vitaminbi.com and explain to me, please just take the time to explain to me what exactly it is you're looking to get out of a consulting call. That will help me prepare, and it'll help you formulate your, the kind of bullet points of what you want to cover during the call, so that we're not wasting time in the call. And that way, I need to update my Calendly, but just send me the email, and then I'll recommend to you some times for next week when we could go online, if that's good. Okay, so you'll share your one. Yeah, no, send me an email, adam@vitaminbi.com. I think you could probably send it to adam@learnbi.online as well, if you'd like. Great. Email once again. Yeah, adam@vitaminbi.com. Let me just put it in here. Nope. Hang on. Adam at. No, I got a new keyboard recently, and it's supposed to be helping me type better, but it's really not. I'm still getting used to it. So adam@vitaminbi.com, but I think you've also got adam@learnbi.online. That could be another one. Okay, so either one of those, just send me an email, explain to me what you're hoping to get out of the consulting call, give me a few bullet points maybe, and then I will come back with a few time schedules, etc. And then I'll give you a link to my Calendly so you can book a time. Fantastic. All right, thank you, GD. And thanks again to everybody. I hope this was useful. If you haven't seen the video that I posted on Friday, please go and check that out. That might kind of explain a bit more than things that I might have missed here. Thank you, GD. Thank you. Yeah, thanks again for being here. Any questions, just send them to one of those email addresses here, and hopefully I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you again. Have a great week coming up. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, wherever you are, and I will catch you later. Cheers. What was that? Thanks for the wonderful Sunday. Good luck, Arsenal. Come on, the Gunners. Okay, see you later, guys. Take care. Bye.